express that and explore that is because of how dangerous and how like harmful homophobia is within male communities, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you go out and kiss a guy, you might get fucking jumped, right? Like if you kiss a guy on the street. Now, this isn't to say it's
Yeah, because I know it gave you. I tell people when you go to these conventions, it gives you confirmation of how far you have grown in your career.
Yes.
And also, I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of the top talent that you haven't shot with say, "We seen your video."
Yes. I've had people who come up to can make money off of it.
But see, the thing about it is, okay, let's just keep it 100. The girls nowadays don't give a fuck about the money; they want to go buy.
Well,
So
go.
it's kind of like a lot of the girls that don't show their face with the feet, it ain't because they make more money with the feet. Back to where you're not doing the content how you're shooting content, but you're not shooting with everybody that got their mama. Now it done kind of, the circle done closed up a little bit to make yourself. See, smokers, there was some dramatic irony today, right? Because this show is now nominated. It's a nominated show because not only I'm nominated, this sexy girl over here nominated. Yay!
Thank you. Congratulations.
How does it feel to be nominated again?
It feels like the same, I guess. I'm grateful, always. Absolutely always grateful. First and foremost, thank you to the fans and the other people that like make that possible. I do have like a little work. I've been doing a little work with a publicist too, so he kind of is great for my ego lately.
Oh my God! And what is wrong with your ego with your gorgeous ass?
No, I don't mean it like that.
I'm about to say,
no,
not the queen.
I'm not. I don't ever have. I'm not personally upset with me or any of that at all. I feel like my work ethic could be better. So like he does, like when he gives me like these little pep talks or whatever about how it's cool to be, how I'm innovative and like it's cool to like be the type of female I am at the age that I am. Still kind of putting out some pretty cool shit. So I don't know. It's like, I'm getting older. I need glasses now. Like,
and you still look sexy as hell. So I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
You're getting older. I'm 50. Please.
At the end of the day, though, I definitely don't feel super old, but not all the time. But there are things that like
all the time. You had the moments like, oh yeah, that's right.
Once you wake up and be like, oh, that's different. Like that's not the same. That doesn't feel the same as it did yesterday. I don't know what I did to it, but I'm sorry. Please feel bad.
I'll pull a muscle like how in the I don't remember how I pulled it. I'm like, wait a second.
I don't know how I pulled it, and I didn't even know that muscle was there yesterday.
I'm saying, right?
What happened?
Oh my God. But see, this year, you expanded a lot. You expanded your realm. See, people, just give you a little preview of what we're going to talk about.
But I feel like you're giving me a lot of credit. I feel like I got a little lazy this year.
You done started a podcast. She's throwing live event. Lazy. Oh, she's so lazy. She's throwing live events where she's at. Oh,
I didn't throw that event. I was just a part of it. And it's a very cool event. I did not throw that. I can't even take the credit for that.
Wait a second. To show how bad of a female you is, she was the marquee people. Like, yeah, there because of her.
I was actually added very last minute to that show, and I'm not being humble at all. Like that is the very, very, very truth of it. Like the week before the show happened, somebody dropped out, and I just so happened to be a Baltimore resident. So he was like, "Could you?" could you please fill in for me for this part? And I was like, sure. Now, unbeknownst to me, I had no idea it was more like an acting theatrical thing, like
Ooh.
a theatrical dance thing. And that's not charisma. You know, like I can act and I can be funny and we
Yeah.
can interact like that. But like for me to have to like, I'll tell you, okay, this is the honest God truth. I would have rather been naked and fucking in front of that whole room of people than, yes, than having to do what I was expected to do. So I, not only that, but like the last minute, the designer kind of had fallen off because she got really sick. So like
Yeah.
all of us were supposed to have these like pretty elaborate costumes that we weren't supposed to have to put together. So
Right.
last minute, I'm trying to throw together this like, you know, thing for this runway. And I'm like, you know, even all the stuff that I have, like none of it is like what was matching to the show or like what it was a masquerade. So like I had to try and figure out, you know, because I got like a shitload of closet, like just stuff in my closet, like costumes out my ass, Bobby. Like not only that, but on top of that, like you'd be really surprised though in my closet. Like most of my closet is like a boy would be envious of, not. So like, you know, my jersey.
You do look good in a Philly
Yeah,
Eagles
you
jersey,
know,
right?
like my look, I'm wearing maxi now,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I see.
but like my jersey collection's kind of sick, so like it is what it is, and so is my sneaker collection. But like, so like for me, like if you go in my closet or whatever, yeah, I got all these costumes and shit. I got like a bunch of gowns, and then I got a bunch of boy stuff in between. So it's kind of like I don't know, like it was crazy to try and pick out an outfit and get it together, but I kind of managed to do okay. My performance was definitely D-list, especially compared to some of the other girls, because the other girls really had it
I mean,
together.
you were thrown it last minute and it was not your wheelhouse.
No, it definitely was not my wheelhouse. I was grateful to be a part of, but not no shade to the event or the promoter or any of the girls that were involved, but it's not for me. Just give me AVN nominations, put dick in my face. Don't
You
don't
said I'd rather be
yeah,
taking dicks, fucking the
that's
shit out of them and looking sexy than
yeah,
have to
that's
do all that shit.
W strip nights is because I got like 3 stripper moves and those on repeat are not sexy. Like you can't like get me through a whole song with 3 stripper moves, Bobby. Like you just can't.
She said 3 stripper
I'm
moves.
tapping out in a minute 30, bro. I am not. Like you're not getting a whole 230 out of me. You're not.
Oh my God. So smokers, there you go. It's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the three time
Yeah.
nominated AVN nominated podcast, network podcast, all that good shit. And but you 4 times, right?
Yeah, I'm 4.
She 4 times. See, there you go.
They snuck
So
me in that oral. They snuck me with that oral creator award that one year. You know, I spent 3-time BBW and then 1 time oral ultimate oral creator.
Oh shit, well. That being said, smokers, welcome to the Smokers Lounge. That's right. You know who I am, Cameron Auburn Summer Chap, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Tell you about the sponsors. First up, RodSizzleMagazine.com. Next up, BlushErotica.com. After that, we got Pass That Apparel. Find them on T Public. You feel me? Pass That Inhalation Partners. Also, the kind of smoke you need, smokekind.com, the king of THCA, mailed straight to your door. Hit the referral link. And last but not least, the queen of porn, queen of interracial porn, socially relevant. And guess what? She even got her own line of stress relief, pain release, CBD products done by SarahJCBDs.com. Please go there and use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off. That's BOBBIE. You get 10% off your order from SarahJCBDs.com. Also, you can still find me in the mornings, 5 days out of the week at FullSwapRadio.com, as well as SGPRadio.com, as well as SkyHighAfterDarkTV.com. And also, don't forget about the other part of the Smoke This Over podcast network, the place where you get to hear me review and talk about the greatest pro wrestling organization, all black, known as Ashe Wrestling. I'm talking about Pro Wrestling Smoke. That's right, where I break down AEW, WWE, TNA, and even more. And trust me, people, it's that pro wrestling punditry that comes with a lot of smoke. You feel me? So there you go. Now, people, she's 4 times nominated. She's a pod mommy, entertainer, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful, Italian mommy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think all the accolades. Also, let's not forget, she's on my top 5 of the top BBWs of 2026. I'm talking about none other than Carissma DeLuca.
Oh, I don't know. Hi.
Yes, you were on my top. You were on my top 5 for this year. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate it.
So now let's talk about the podcast, because I was like, I mean, you discussed it. Now it didn't went down. It didn't happen. You officially a pod mommy.
Yeah,
welcome to the family.
Thank you. We're episode 9. We kind of dropped off a couple weeks because we've had very conflicting schedules, Barbie and I. So it's been hard because our producer is also extremely busy. So matching up 3 very busy people's schedules has been difficult.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, I think, is definitely get somebody else in here to try and help with alleviate with some of that, some of the concerns that we have, and like trying to get that together. That way, we don't have to be in Jersey to film. So, it's just it's ins and outs. But the episodes that we do have are super fun, very enlightening, extremely funny. Obviously our dynamic is pretty lit. So, that was the whole reason that we decided to do it, is because of the way that we interact with each other and like the way that people love our interactions. So, we definitely, we've elevated. We definitely have some more things to talk about. There's definitely some things that have happened in transitions with not doing like the last few weeks of podcasting. We have some pretty crazy stories that have happened, like definitely crazy stories.
And because people don't realize it's a podcast is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
It's like podcasting and porn both have the biggest misconception when people get in it.
Oh, my God. So, like, the crazy part about it is people are like, should I quit my job and like do like, no, you don't quit your job to do this. Like, it's crazy to me because, we talk about the type of stuff that like we all do like on the side, or like everybody's all inclusive. Like, do you do this part of the sex work? Do you do that part of sex work? Do you do all of it? Like, whatever. So, like when you talk about the men that are really good in this industry, they're doing all of it. And so like you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations in order to quit your job. Like if you're not comfortable with some of this stuff, like, and you have like these certain like, I don't know, you're not exhibition enough, or you don't have certain inhibitions. I don't want to say it like
it's like put it this way. To do this full time, you got to have a certain type of discipline.
Absolutely. And not only that, but like you have to be okay with some gay stuff. Like the normal person. I don't mean it like gay, like, you know what I'm saying? But like the normal person. Yeah. And I don't know how to even say the normal vanilla person.
Yeah.
They have very good dick. But like you're not going to be able, the normal person's not going to be able to get through a FaceTime show with his favorite gay porn collector.
No.
And men are the ones that buy the porn. So it's like, you sit there and talk about it like, you're like, well, how do I get famous? Can I do a video with you and I'm going to get famous? No.
See,
not going to do a video.
The guys miss is
money off of it because I am who I am.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be famous overnight because you.
No. See, the thing about with dudes, with women, it takes one strong shoot. For men, you have to have a succession with the right girls to where we care about your name.
Yeah. Me, though, I was just lucky enough that my very first scene was just disgusting and beautiful and had fucking major part of the pun charisma,
Yeah.
because me and Bones Montana fucked in that hot Las Vegas fucking Airbnb until the paint was fucking coming off the walls. And that shit is really nasty and hot. You should actually, when you put this on the sexy site, you should cut and put a clip and
See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring her ass back to Premium Smoke Room to where she can show some boobies and some booty, and we can show y'all that because what you all see, that really show how long it's been since she's been here. We do pull up the Twitter on on the Premium Smoke Room. We pull up the Twitter. We show your shit.
The Twitters is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cause trust me, we was in Premium Smoke Room. Y'all didn't probably bust a nut by now after we done showed y'all.
Especially the coochie shot I posted today is crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So thankful for it. So for you, how was the transition to podcasting? Because like I said, now is a different skill set.
So I actually found out people enjoy me with my clothes on as well. So that's cool. But I'm fucking funny. Like, I don't like people that know me like outside of porn, like my brothers, my mom, and I have 4 boys. I talk about that a lot. Like, we are funny. My family's fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, my brother's funnier than me, which is really hard to do because I'm pretty funny. But like we're just a table clown full of clowns, and like it's just always been like that, super lighthearted. Nothing I ever say is usually vindictive. Like, everything I always say is like obviously in joking, in passing or whatever like that. I'll never like say anything targeted or whatever. So if I ever say anything to hurt somebody's feelings, like it's never really intentional. Like, and, like a lot of times I use like the funny to fucking when I'm uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like the funny is a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, then you talk about like, okay, well, then you talk about too, like not only that, but like, oh shit, they're smart too. Like these 2 girls like know a lot about stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get to bring out that aspect too. So it's not like all the pretty and like no fucking brains or whatever the fuck, like the people might.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen because I was like, when I looked at the nominations, right, I saw a lot of new names. I think maybe 5 or 6 in my category was from last year.
Yeah.
Periods. And I was like, wow. I was like, I'm still here. Let's go. But even more so than that, what people don't realize is it's going to be a lot of us getting into the podcast space because of what's going on, because everyone knows what's going on with Alabama, North Carolina.
And not only that, states. Many vids. Like, now me and Barbie can put, like, that content can go on many vids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
It's the fact that they sit there and say, look, if you want to get out of sex work, we can help. I was like,
get the fuck out of here. Nobody asked you for your help, lady.
What? People are there by choice. They actually synced out your site.
Yeah, they're really sick.
They giving up their paperwork.
Really sick.
It just, but see, that's why I said ownership is going to play a big part in these next couple of years. And then, like I said, because to me, it was like, I just sat back and looked at how many podcasts popped up. And trust me, I'm all for it. The more of us out there, the better, because I get sick and tired. No disrespect to any of these podcasts, but I get sick and tired of fans doing podcasts because they don't have the conversations that need to be.
Because there's not the experience behind it.
Yeah.
But not only that, not everybody thinks that, so I guess like when you're talking about when you're talking about sensitive subjects in an insensitive way, you have to have the right to talk like that. Does that make sense?
Yes, I agree.
So we have the right to call ourselves hoes and talk about hoe shit because we're hoes. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you saying that like, or like you calling us, just some random person be like, oh, that's hoe shit. Like, yo, watch your mouth, because at the end of the day, the hoe shit makes this world go round. So like, for me, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like being in a room full of people that are speaking Spanish. You don't speak Spanish. You don't speak the language.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you don't speak the language, you can't really speak on it.
Because to me, it's like it's more to the ladies and the gents, but mainly the ladies because that's who they love to interview. It's more than the money and the bodies because that's what it seems like a lot of the. Don't get it twisted. There's people like Angel White, Only for Fans. I give it to her. She gets it out of. I was like, damn.
Her accent makes me hot.
So what?
Her accent makes me hot.
Yeah.
But like my favorite Eagles player is Jordan Mailata, and they're the same. They're from the same place or whatever. So he's got that accent too.
Yeah, because to me, it's like podcasting enables us to kill many misconceptions and let people know we are no different than you fuckers. We just on camera, but it because it's kind of like you're just like talking about the shoots we do, the work we had to put in, the athleticism it takes for some of these positions. I mean, having that conversation a lot, but like, yeah, no, some of that shit ain't comfortable.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, y'all just don't know. Oh man, just the twisting and stuff. So for you, it's like, but also, like I said, because you have a partner, so y'all get to like bounce off each other, and both of y'all have done the business and live a life. And two, I also say it's the blueprint. Two gorgeous ass women talking about sex. Y'all gonna eat it up like cake. So
we don't always agree either, so that's cool. It's like especially when you get two female perspectives. Yeah. We also draw a lot from the audience because like I do a lot of polls on Instagram and shit, and Twitter, and so like I kind of just combine the comments and like what people are wanting to hear and talk about. And then like like we talk about real life stuff too. Like it's not just about the porn, it's not just about our cocktails, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we do talk about like women's hygiene, we talk about men's hygiene, we talk about some of the stuff that we've encountered while shooting, we talk about some of the stuff what we encountered while hoeing. So it's like and then it's like we also do like I made a spicy margarita the other day on the podcast. So like we definitely do different stuff. Like we incorporate the things that we like. We incorporate the places that we've been. We do like food and restaurant reviews to different places, like especially if we go to a city together and we go eat somewhere. We talk about our vacations. So it's like it's a little insight into what we do privately and not just.
See, too, here's the other thing, because see what podcasting opens you up to is a woman fan base, because women love hearing podcasts and they love living vicariously through the hosts.
Well, not only that, I really feel like we have a huge male audience. Actually, they think that
y'all got that anyway. But what I'm saying is,
I was surprised at where it was coming from. Most of our audience, we've been like high up in the top 10 in South Africa.
You too?
What?
Oh, no, trust me. It's people don't realize the value of, it's the reason why AVN started recognizing podcasts. Yeah. Because podcasts allow you to touch other countries because they listen. You get what I'm saying?
They do.
It's kind of like,
it's almost trashier the better too. Like the raunchier you are, like they're more intrigued. Like, if it's taboo.
Yeah, because even to the point where, like, I look at like Mandy B. Decisions. Like, she was like the mother of this. She was doing tours when that wasn't even cool. Podcast tours. Do you understand?
No, that's what's up.
You got to be bad to get people to want to come in and watch you talk.
You also got to think about too, like just because porn's illegal in some of these countries, podcasts are not. So podcasts that are talking about porn and shit that they're not supposed to fucking know about are way fucking more intriguing to them because They're not supposed to know anything about it. So it's funny.
Yeah, because it's like, excuse me. Because the thing about with, like I said, podcasts is I keep telling everybody, a podcast can reach more people than your OnlyFans and your Twitter combined. Because the platforms that we be on, especially we do audio, and you know got it on Spotify and all that good shit. A lot of motherfuckers listen from other countries and this, that, and third. And two, also, you got to be entertaining to keep somebody's attention, and you ain't showing no tits and ass. You talking.
Yeah.
That
But
takes skill. People realize how much skill it takes to do podcasts.
a lot of things too, like a lot of like people do like, because I also do phone sex.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have one of those voices, and Barbie's got like a real like specific voice too. So, anything that piques the ASMR vibes in your brain and in your ears or whatever, because I'm a little bit more monotone is where she's a little bit more high pitched. So we kind of got all those covered. It's like, but yeah, we have a good time. We talk about everything. It's no holds bar.
Yeah. And I didn't realize. So y'all work out of a studio?
No, usually we shoot at the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like we shoot out of here. This is our content room that I'm in right now.
Because like the biggest conversation, because I listen to podcasts, is a lot of podcasts don't last long. Part of it,
right? I can see why.
Yeah.
It's to stay consistent. It's real tough.
Yeah. Because even to the point where, like, when you look at the big ones, their overhead is a motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be making them go out of business, their overhead.
So we actually looked at one studio here locally, and it was like they wanted like $600 for like to film 2 episodes and like have all the sound and all the stuff and like, but that's a lot even with editing. I feel like that's high. So no shade or whatever. I'm a firm believer in your rates are your rates, like a no shade at all. Like I would never shit on anybody's parade. Like if that's how you make your money and that's what your rates are, same thing for your coochie boo. If that's what you want to pay and charge, and what I'm saying, that's on you, whatever. But like for me, it's just like we have this space and the opportunity to be able to do it here. And now that I have that fucking IMAX 17, we don't really need anybody to fucking shoot shit for us, really. We have microphones and that camera is amazing. So I'm actually think we should do a trial run here. I told her, we might have to just
I ain't on front because to be honest with you, it's just like with my situation. My stuff is, remote. Now, if I do it in person, we're gonna be in a hotel. I'm gonna try to set it up to where it look decent, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a whole goddamn spot,
And not
only that, whole spot. I'm looking at the shit now. I'm sitting there like, damn, that's a podcast background as we speak.
Not only that, but like we live pretty dope. Like we got like a pretty dope ass living space. So we got a big 75-inch fucking TV. We got a bar. We have couches. Like we got like a little laid ass space. So like, we're not living bad over here. We live real good over here. So like, like this room we kind of share to do business in. We film solos and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the lighting's dope. We're still working on it. The wall across from me is gonna need some like deco and like our name lights and stuff like that still. So we're gonna put a TV in here so we can watch our porn can be on TV while we're in here and stuff like that too. So
now the question is, just be sure your porn. I mean, not your porn. What the fuck I'm talking about? Podcasting. So do y'all have it on like on the Spotify or
yeah, it's on all the places. It's Spotify, it's Apple Pods, it's
I got to find it.
YouTube, it's all that. Yeah, absolutely. So and like it's so funny. And then our visual is on Pressure TV Network in Baltimore. So you can catch the visual. Like we do clips and stuff on the Instagram and on our Facebook and stuff like that. But like to actually catch the whole visual.
Hold on. You see how she just slid that in, right? She's like, I ain't been doing much. She's on fucking TV in Baltimore.
Yo, we just, we slide in. This, we just
Let's keep it
encroach.
100. Let's keep it 100. Because this is the shit I've been talking about. 100 ways to make money with outside of your porn content.
Oh yeah.
You have been mastering that shit for the past year and some fucking change.
No,
Please
listen,
explain to these people why that is important. Ladies, why that is important.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that a lot of this stuff that I know and I've learned is definitely came before the porn.
Yeah.
Just keep a mad. I've always said this, like, it's always important to keep a mad business mindset. Like, not everything is meant for you. So if something doesn't work out, it's just you weren't fucking, it wasn't the time for that to happen. So it's like, you just got to keep it. It's not personal. It's business. Everything you do has got to be business. Nothing that you should be doing should be personal, because you need to run this like you'd run a fucking tax firm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you would run a fucking hair salon, or if you would run the fucking library. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fucking librarian, you need to be about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's ever met a nice librarian. They're bitches because, bitch, you didn't bring the fucking book.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't mean to use that as an analogy, but man, I really have never met a nice fucking librarian. Either way, like, people are put in position, to either help you or hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you to catch the vibe and try and figure out which one they are. We've talked about this a lot of times about keeping your circle small, but that doesn't mean you need to keep your network small. So you always need to be networking with people, even if you heard or this and that and things. And you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's for you, not everybody's meant for you, but you're not meant for everybody either. So it's like, you just got to keep it moving. I think that's one thing that everybody needs
Now,
to look.
also with you, I noticed something that a lot of girls don't think about. You're starting to become locally relevant. You get where I'm coming from? Because one, okay, you're on local TV, so there you go. That's one. You feel me? You have done events or what have you. How important being locally recognizable and known is important to the brand, man.
I mean, it absolutely is important. Like, if you can't make money at home and you have to travel all the time, that's insane. If you don't have any relevant fan base or client base or whatever, whatever you got in your home where you lay your head, that can't really be home, right? So like, you got to be able to, like, you got to be marketable. Obviously, the safe for work stuff obviously is important. A lot of people are pissed off at many vids, and they're pissed off because, oh, who is this lady coming in to say this, that, and third? You're right. We shouldn't be told we should have to do none of this stuff. But it's also one of them thin lines, because she's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the stuff that we can sell, and I've heard this from another creator, and shout out to Shine Bright in Atlanta. She's one of my favorite plus size models and influencers.
Yeah,
and
I've been seeing her.
So she's really great, and we're gonna start doing some projects together. And her attitude and her positivity and her energy is just incredible. I don't ever put myself in a space or place where somebody's not gonna match my energy. So but anyway, she was telling me the other day that, like, her top few pictures lately have been pictures of her with clothes on, and not the ones that we get in trouble for on IG, and not the ones that we get in trouble for on Facebook, but like, some like good covered pictures of her in like a dress, or her in like a robe, and not showing a lot at all. So like, when you're able to get put on the explore page, when you're able to get put on safe for work spaces, obviously it gives you more traction. So because they're gonna find your other stuff.
Yeah, actually.
Like,
I think the problem is girls. I'm about to say my line. Let's have a real conversation here. Girls don't understand the point of being marketable beyond porn.
Because here's what you just said, the key word though. Most of the girls that are in this business are girls. They're not women yet. When you get the few and far between that actually are women or have actually been cultured prior to porn, that do this because they want to and not because they felt like this is the only thing they got left. Because like a lot of girls, you talk to them in their story as well, I do porn because I couldn't do blah blah blah, or I was doing
Yeah.
this type of sex work before I started doing porn, and that just made sense to me. Or I really don't want to have a job, and OnlyFans took off for me, so now I'm doing this. Like, you don't ever hear girls be like, when I grow up, I want to be a fucking porn star. Nobody says that. Not for real. Maybe in the last 10 years, like those girls that are coming up right now, like,
But the girls that even said it back in the day,
mm,
it's kind of like I want to be a rapper. You walked into it knowing I'm looking at this long term. I'm looking at this as a career versus I'm looking at it as a quick hustle. You get where I'm coming from?
it could be both though if you do it right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But see, the thing about it is, well, key word, like you said, do it right. But part of that is the way that you come into business is the way you're going into that business is going to run. See,
No,
you came in, people understand this. Had the same conversation with Miss Feed Me, with Miss Feed Me.
shout out to her.
DeLuca came into business with a fucking plan to begin with. You feel what I'm coming from? It wasn't like you just walked in and said, okay, I wouldn't mind trying this porn shit. No, you walked in and said, okay, I'm gonna try this porn shit. I'm gonna do this, this, this. Your movements was measured from day one.
I mean,
Ain't too many females can say that.
they weren't really calculated until I knew, like, I guess until you know what this is, until you can figure out. But like, really, the blueprint is just smart business and smart business etiquette and smart networking. It's really doing your research. It's really just like researching your hashtags and making sure you're doing the right stuff in the right space. So it's like it's not rocket science, but it is hard and it is calculated. So like, but once you understand your calculations and once you understand the formula for what you got going on, it's easy. So like, do I think that I'm gonna go back to like regular work ever? Probably not. Like, I think the next move for me, like after all this and after the movie and after like I do all this like other fun stuff, I think I might go into some model management, see what that's like, and see if I can get some of these younger male talents before they turn into dummies. Sorry, no disrespect to nobody, but like some of y'all are real fucking stupid.
Yeah, actually.
And it's just like the amount of disrespect and the way that they come at you, and like, and nobody's teaching them. Everybody's just scolding them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like saying like, look, bro, calm down. If you come at somebody a little differently, a little bit more professional.
But see, part of it because the guys ain't got to come in through guys no more.
Well, I feel like,
I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, common sense plays and common decency plays a part, but the one thing, how can I put this? Like when I came in, well, I'm not even gonna say that even when I came through. If you are a gentleman and you a man and you get pussy, you actually get pussy. Like my man Sean Dog said, if you can't get pussy outside of porn, you don't even know how to mac a girl or talk to a girl with some sense. You ain't outside of porn, you ain't gonna make any porn.
No, for sure.
Because the whole thing of it is knowing how to talk to a lady.
Yeah, but you know what though? Even if you are getting mad pussy outside of porn, that doesn't mean you can do that either. So it's like, like it's definitely testing the waters. And then you can even have a content partner that could never do porn for real.
Yeah.
Like, you could have a content partner that you could shoot with. We could put up a camera. I could do some POV. We could be mad comfortable with each other. It's not that big of a deal, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just me and you. You put a production crew in front of somebody like that, they got nothing. So it's like, it definitely takes a special person. That's why we get really mad disrespected when people are like, oh, I could do what you do. Like, you really can't. You know what I'm saying? You really can't do it. If you think that you could do it at the caliber in which like a lot of us do it, that's even crazier. It's mad disrespectful. That's just like a doctor coming in and, you know what I'm saying, me walking up into the emergency room and be like, oh, I could do that thoracic, whatever the fuck it's called.
They feel that because it's sex. So to them, they looking at us fucking. What's so hard about y'all fucking? Okay.
It is hard because you, even if you're
Yeah.
uninterested, you like, there's so many fucking male talents that I fuck that uninterested in. And I'm not saying that I fuck ugly guys. They're not ugly. A lot of my male talent is very fucking good looking, even the older ones, very good looking men. You know, I don't fuck no dogs, not for real. So
But every talent you ain't gonna feel like that.
no,
Especially paid gigs,
no.
because you don't know what you're dealing with when you walk in the door.
No, there's definitely been some talent that I've been paid to shoot with for production companies that I'm just like, I would never even look at this person twice at the bar. Or even if I had like 5 drinks, it wouldn't happen.
You
Type
said
shit.
5 drinks is like, nah, I'm good.
But like, so stay wet through that, and like, and transitions and fucking timeouts and stuff like that, and stay interested is hard. It's not easy. It's not.
Yeah, because Tamika, even with the paid gigs, it was like I had, of course, work through it because, like I said, the female, I found it cute, but it's different between I find you cute and I find you sexually attractive.
No,
You know what I'm saying? You know, period.
You know, most of the guys that I fucking have shot with are like not very much taller than me. You know, I like big fucking guys. I'm like a chubby chaser. I like big men. You know what I'm saying? I like give me a 6'4", 6'5", 325 pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know, and none of my co-stars are that. They're like all like fucking 5'10", you know, 190 pounds, like barely.
You don't realize a lot of porn stars, there's not a lot of tall porn stars in the game.
No, that's why everybody thinks I'm tall. Because my co-stars are all fucking not that tall. You know what I'm saying? So
How tall are you? You say you short, right?
I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
So
no,
like
when you can work with me because I'm 5'10", so I'm at least hovering over you.
Yeah, so when people meet me, they're kind of like, "Oh my god, I can't believe how short you are." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, well, your co-stars are like blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, well, he's 5'7". Like,
it was just funny because like even with no, I got lucky because some of the guys that we had found, they were tall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They didn't last long in the game because they just didn't. But it ain't a lot of tall guys in the business. It's like that's why I tell people don't realize the male talent pool, especially as you go up levels, shrink. Because it's about dependability and who can do it.
Yeah.
And who can handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna keep my mouth shut about male talent because I mean, like, I don't know.
I mean, but to keep it 100, like I said before, it's work.
No, for sure. And not everybody, and you don't like every day at your job.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like people be like, "Oh my God, you must love your job." Like, no, I want to call in sometimes. There's days I don't want to fucking do it. Like, don't just think that it's just this ultimate dream job. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. This ultimate dream job or whatever. Like, it's not. Like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's days that are super fun. Like, oh my God, I get to see this and do this, and like, I'm sucking this and I'm like doing that. Like, this is so fun. Yay. And then there's other days you wake up and you're like, oh my God, the last thing I'm gonna do is stick a dick in my mouth. It is.
No, but see, that's the thing. Is like I said, part of the reason why so many of us are making podcasts. So no, y'all understand, it ain't not every shoot is great. Because I keep telling people don't understand. There's sex that's good and there's sex that's not good that looks good on camera.
I mean, there's definitely fucking creators that I'll spin the block with because the content's good and like it doesn't seem to, you know, the other part is nice, like having somebody that's like good in bed and you have good chemistry with. But like, and then those are the scenes too that you flick the camera on just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even like give a fuck about what you're recording, but then you end up like recording like this fucking gem. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're acting like nothing really matters, and it's like the camera really isn't there, even though the camera's there. Like I've had some really fucking seriously sexual intimate moments that have sold by accident. Does that make sense?
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like
I
there was
know.
a scene with me and fucking Neptune,
Mm,
right? And he's got me like laid over, like my throat is kind of like I'm laid over the bed kind of at an
shit.
angle.
Yeah.
And he's in there, you know what I'm saying? And we're holding hands while he's
Face
into the bed. And the shit is hot. And then you see us unclasp hands, and he does this like slow motion thing where
Yeah.
you don't even realize we're holding hands
Yeah.
until we unhold hands. And it's so sexy. I'm like, yo, like that is like a pinnacle moment of like when you don't realize you're recording some amazing shit. And like, you know, because that's the type of shit that women want.
Yeah.
You know, they want to see shit like that. They notice stuff like that. Like a guy won't even fucking give a shit about none of that. Like you could have watched that shit 65 times. You probably did watch that shit 65 times, Bobby, because it's popped up on my timeline. I don't know how many times, but I bet you never saw the hand clench.
Well, I mean, seeing the dick in your mouth, I was
Right.
kind of distracted at that moment.
But that's what I'm talking
Then we
about.
got curiously.
You catch the other stuff like so we would be as a fucking man who is recording that on camera, he probably would be zoomed into that part. You know what I'm saying? And you never catch the this part.
Mm.
And sometimes the this part is the best part. Like,
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's been about talking about something. Now, I know in 2026, I'm pretty sure a project might be going down, which you are featured and what have you. And you know, shouts out to Dante, my brother.
yeah.
And which I've been told him, I said, boy, if you do not feature that sex ass Italian in the
Oh
goddamn
my
DVD.
God. I'm really overwhelmed and excited all at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we just did some major script development over the last week or whatever. We've had to rework some things and unwork some things, and you know, and working like with like a full script is like I'm so anxious, but I'm so mad excited because I want it to be just something that's really dope for the plus size community. Like this isn't really about me. I want this to be about us kind of like I love that it is about me, like don't get me wrong, but like having a plus size BBW full feature film is so fucking dope. Like, and not only does it look good, or even if I wanted to end my career next year, like how much of a dope ass closeout would that be? And then, you know, just go into just like little small stuff from here on out.
And see, too, also,
I'm just saying it'd be cool to.
and two, also, the reason why I think it was definitely gonna go over because when Hustler tried to do it with BBW nurses, so it was not an original thought, something that would make the girl stand out. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a nurse film, which means that guess what? It's part of the nurse genre, and
but it's also part of like the corny, porny phase.
Yeah.
This is so different because this intertwines like seduction and like some gangster shit and like some mob shit and some women's empowerment. And it's just really cool because it's a bunch of culture that now is like intertwined. And I just really like it because I don't know, it's so me. Like it's like the inner me, like my persona me. Like it's able to like I'm able to like develop this character, like so I can let her be like everything I ever wanted to be. Like, and it's like really cool to be able to manipulate that on paper, and then I'm actually going to be able to act it out in life. So I don't know, really, it's really dope. I'm very, very appreciative. You know, I've been rocking with Dante since his day one on that A1. So I just like, you know, I want to see him win too. Like that's cool. It's cool as fuck to like be able to like see the people that are in your circle win. You know, you always want like to be around winners. You always want the people that you're closest to win with you. So like I'm just hoping that this ending product is going to be exactly what I want it to be. And, we can get it out. I think that we're going to be able to get it out by my birthday. And I think we're going to do an actual theatrical release at a theater in Brooklyn on my birthday in March.
That would be beautiful. I'm sorry. That would be fucking hot.
I'll probably do like a black carpet and everything. Like just have like a whole black affair and like just make it.
I mean, if you have it in, well, that's if you have it in be more. I would damn sure try to make the Trex come up to that.
Well, I think that I think I'm gonna have if we do it. I definitely told Pipes if we did something like that, I would let him do it. So probably it's gonna be in Brooklyn. But it definitely is enough advance. So there will be advance. Like there's gonna have to be ticket sales because we're not gonna be able to just fill a theater up with people and just have people standing up everywhere. So
just believe it. If I know in advance, I will make the Trex.
Yeah,
so I can be behind the shit. Yeah, I can sit there.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. I definitely need, and I need all the podcasters there so you can do like black carpet interviews.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry because, like I said, I've been waiting to see this feature because I was like, especially after I saw Shadows of Trust, I said,
"Oh yeah. This is gonna be dope." And I'm not.
We boss mommy.
I'm not finished picking the cast yet, so I'm really on a crunch this week.
She's the capo.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
The cappy.
I'm excited.
The boss of bosses.
I've been shopping too for the movie. Like I've been having to find like suits and outfits and stuff to like really fit the character and like what the presence is supposed to be. So, we got everything from really sexy lingerie outfits to really sexy suits and like leathers and like
because I think because it's like I had a conversation, it was a long time ago. And I asked the producer, I said, why don't they, do more BBWs? They was like, they don't know how to sell BBWs to their fan base. I said, simple. They're women. They sexy ass women. They just happen to be bigger than the skinny ones.
Yeah, no, like you got to remember too, like the people that say what porn is still like that whole guild of like.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it because I don't want anybody to like blacklist me.
I'll say it. They're old ass geezers.
Well,
porn is the most conservative when it comes to business than any other genre.
No, I get it, but like, why does everybody look like they're 12? That's tough.
But I'm gonna tell you what's funny. It's funny how, and I said this before. I said now porn has became. They want the older women that's married, but I came from the day where they wanted them 18 and 19. Like if you were 23, they say you over the hill.
Yeah, they look super young. It's like that's what that sells is crazy because if that turns my man on, I'm sorry. If you get turned on by a woman that looks like she's less than pubescent, that's upsetting to me. There you have a problem. That's a problem. I don't care if that's not fetish shaming. That's sick. It is. I'm sorry.
Because like I said, to me, because even to the point I had to get, back in the day, the girls that were 18, 19, that they pulled in the game, they at least look grownish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, shit, back in the day, a lot of them motherfuckers look grown.
I feel like the age looking and the age look requirement has definitely gone down. Like, why are these girls that look less than 20 like so and even less than teen? It's like I hate to even say it because like it just seems real crazy that these
because the simple fact of that we're also in the midst of the influencer era. So it's kind of like I never forget it was brought up in one of the episodes about the young girl who turned 18, promoted that when she turned 18, she's gonna open up her OnlyFans. Then all them motherfuckers spent money, and then she talked shit about every last one of them. The point being is you were sitting here promoting yourself going 18 and turning on the OnlyFans. Think about that for a second.
Well, there's a lot of scamming ass bitches out here doing
Yeah,
smoke.
because to me it's that's why I'm glad the game has gotten older, because one, older women know how to move better in this business. They're a little bit more grounded in this business when it comes to having the sex. In other words, they're not, your dick don't blow their mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I had dick. And shit, there ain't nothing new. Young girl, fall dead in love with it. You know, period. So, but that's the reason why the game has gotten older, because the producer said, I'm tired of these young motherfuckers. Let's get some old heads in there to understand what to do.
Facts.
Oh, so look, I done held this gorgeous lady up here, and you know we're going to bring her back to the Smoker's Lounge, and you know we're going to bring her back. She's already been there, the VIP smoke room and the premium smoke room, so you already know we're going to bring her back over there as well. We talking about the place where the conversation gets saucier, the tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off. Make sure you subscribe. I'm talking about the premium smoke room. Yeah, y'all need to subscribe to see her episodes, because 5 premium podcast video enjoy, plus the VIP smoke room. Yes, you. The VIP smoke room. And I even open it up live on X from time to time. Plus, you know, I got a Triple X store. You can see my work as I give ladies the work, because big dicks going to sticks. That's why they call me Big Country. Also, you know, Spotify got something over there as well. My Spotify members, 2 wonderful podcasts over there talking about Had to Smoke on it, where I give my unapologetic, unpopular, and controversial opinion and views and thoughts on certain topics, as well as Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry from a male's perspective. So whether you need some premium smoke, you had to smoke on it, or you got to get some Savage Smoke, please subscribe to the smoke. Now, speaking about subscribing, this sexy, gorgeous lady is going to tell you where you need to go to spend that dough. Tell them where they need to go, baby.
You see that Carissma DeLuca Linktree / Carissma DeLuca? Just click on that name. You find all the stuff.
Say no more.
Safe for work. The whole line. All the things.
Oh, yeah. You get to see her do her thing. And like I said, we're going to bring her back to the premium smoke room so she can do her thing. Now, what did we smoke over tonight? Today, smokers, what did you learn? Well, what I've been telling you, when you are the product, I tell ladies, y'all are the product. Your brand is what you do. The key is to expand your brand beyond the territory that you first started. From Storia getting a role on Entourage, to Jenna Jameson actually opening up having an actual movie. We talk about Hollywood movie. You feel me? Porn doesn't have to be the only thing you do. It's just one of the things you do. You feel me? LL Cool J, he just started dropping music because he's been too busy acting. You feel me? The key is when you want to make what you do is a stepping stone. You can always go back to it. The key is to expand and broaden your horizons. That goes with a podcast. That goes with doing custom videos. That goes with Sex Panther. That goes with you hosting parties. That go with you attending parties. You feel me? Because the whole point is to be known beyond your bubble. See, I talked about Sarah J. Sarah J is culturally relevant. You feel where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. She's known. You feel me? The ladies such as Miss B. Nash, all them, they're known. The reason why, because yes, they did porn, yes, they did freaky shit, but they were willing to step beyond that and do different things so you can see them in different ways, which in turn makes them very marketable. Because nobody wants a one-trick pony. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? And if you ain't down with that, I got 3 words for you. Smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, Carissma.
Bye.
We out.